Welcome back. This is your Manchester United versus Arsenal match preview. We are back. Football is back. Not I mean when I say football is back. The Premier League is back. Our first game of the season at Old Trafford against the Gunners, the mighty Arsenal. Always come trophyless every season. It's always next season. Next is ours. Next is ours. And now we're still on. It's like Arsenal is like a Netflix. Always waiting for next season. You're always waiting for next season. Which season are we? Which season are we? I think we are season 5 of Arsenal. Season 8 of Arsenal. Season 8 of Arsenal. That aside, last season I can say wasn't the best season for us. I can say that was the worst season for Manchester United in Manchester United history, us finishing 15th with 44 points with a negative 10 of goal difference. That's not the Manchester United I know. I don't know what happened last season. Last season, man, and we also to make it worse and sad. Last season also we lost the Europa League final to Tottenham Hotspur. Sad to our rival Tottenham Hotspur. I think that Europa League was our only ticket to the Champions League this season. You can see this season, no Champions League for us, but we aren't sad for that because the Premier League is back and we're now going to focus on the Premier League and the domestic cup this season. We might all win all the two domestic cups. Premier League, I can't put my hopes there because let me not lie when I say that this is we might win it probably the 2028, which Neil said the 2028. I think the management I think they said for 2028 we might win the Premier League. I think that there you can see the transfer we're starting to make. You can see Amorim is going to be supported with the management with Ineos, the Glazers. You can see the team that they want to build. Look at the summer transfer that we had this season. You can see the players that we have got. Premier League proven players. Premier League proven players are Cunha from Wolverhampton, Mbomo from Brentford. You can see these are two players that if you have in your forward, man scores, get goals. The goals that we lacked last season, I'm seeing won't lack this season. This season, I'm thinking of scoring more goals because Cunha scored 17 goals in the Premier League last season. Mbomo scored 20 goals in the Premier League last season at Brentford. And look at our forward last season from Garnacho, scored 6 goals in the Premier League. Højlund scored 3 goals in the Premier League. Zaxi scored 4 goals in the Premier League. Ahmad 6 goals in the Premier League, if I'm not wrong. And you can see the players that are bringing in. Those are players that scored more goals than all our forwards combined, if I'm not wrong. Mbomo 20, Cunha 17. And we have added another striker. That's one from the Premier League. Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig last season, playing 33 games in the Bundesliga, scored 13 goals. This is just 22 years old, and I would say this is a player that still a learner driver, still has much to learn, has not that much experience in the Premier League compared to Mbomo and Cunha, and also has not that I think looking at yes, yes, in the Champions League, has been scoring goals, but in the Premier League, we'll have to give him time. I think we won't put in much pressure on him, even though that we spent much on Sesko and the same way we spent much on Højlund, and Højlund didn't score more goals for us. Also, this is a different situation. You can see the kind of players that Sesko is having behind him. The four that he has Mbomo and he has Cunha. Tell me why he won't score more goals. He has the service that he needs. He will get the service that he will need. With those service, I'm telling you, Sesko will score goals for us. Unless otherwise. But with Mbomo, with Nkunya, in that forward three, I'm telling you, CSKA is going to score goals. And also, the question is, has Amorim been supported in this summer transfer window? Yes. Will Amorim being continue to be supported going forward? Yes. If the management will keep supporting Amorim from the way they did in this summer, probably in January, bring him some 2 or 1 the way you are seeing, because you can see the summer transfer that the players that we need to bring complete our summer transfer window. I think it means it is two: goalkeeper and a midfielder. And for a goalkeeper situation, I don't think that happened. We were linked with the Emiliano Martinez, we were linked with the Donnarumma, but I don't see that happening. It seems like Ando Nana will stay at the club. I think one season, I think Amorim will want to stick with Nana the next season. The midfield, I think the player that we are linked with, and it's been said that we were interested in, and also it means that there were talks between the two clubs. Baleba, Carlos Baleba of Brighton. But the latest news coming in is that Manchester United won't proceed with the Baleba deal. Still, Brighton stance are he is not for sale. I think when I had that message, I felt like shit. What's that? Because that's a midfielder that we need to have in our team to just complete this transfer window. We were coming on fire. Brighton put, I think they put a valuation. They said that they put a valuation of, I think, 102 million pounds, if I'm not mistaken. But us not getting Baleba, I think if it was being said that if we want to be able to get Baleba, we'll go for Adam Wharton, the crystal midfielder. But to me, I needed Baleba. I think the quality of Baleba, his physique, his pace, he's just good. That's the kind of player. But let's wait and see. And also being said that Baleba might wait until the last minute. Never know what can happen, because if Baleba will say that he wants to join Manchester United, like Brighton may not even overpriced him. But that's just it. And going to a game, looking at the preseason in the summer Premier League summer series preseason, the US, it was just fantastic. We won it. We defeated teams like Everton that I think last gave us trouble. I think the second leg, Everton gave us much trouble. But we drew that game and we were able to win it. Bournemouth, a team that had defeated us home and away last season, we were able to destroy it 4-1. West Ham, a team that had defeated us at Old Trafford, were able to destroy it 2-1. You can see it. Though I felt it was something good as playing a preseason with the Premier League club, showing our strength. You can see Embu made its first debut playing for us. I think in the game against Everton, the preseason, the US. I think also in the game against against Florentine at Old Trafford, where David De Gea was given a warm welcome. A favor that he deserved after staying in Manchester United for 13 years. I think at that game we had saw Cunha and Bomo starting that game. And Benjamin Sesko didn't start, but he was unveiled. I think that was the day that also Manchester United unveiled their signings, the summer signings, Benjamin Sesko, Mbomo, and Cunha. And I can't judge them looking at that they're performing. They're performing so well, but we need to see much of them. Looking at the season starting on Saturday and our first game is on Sunday, I'll want to see the best out of our signings. Sesko. Amorim did say today in his press interview that when he was asked, will Benjamin Sesko start, he did say that he has had a little time with us in training, but physically he's ready. He's when Amorim said physically he's ready. I knew that that's just a hint. He will start, because if he's physically ready, that means that he's ready to start for us, and he will start. That's just it. Should Sesko start on Sunday against Arsenal? Yes. I don't need even to think twice. He needs to start. You can see Arsenal will start Victor Gyökeres, and we know he was the top scorer of Europe, scoring 65 goals. And Amorim will be facing his former player. That's a player that he built at Sporting Lisbon. He will be facing his former player for the first time in the Premier League. And a good way to welcome Gyökeres, to welcome him in the Premier League is just for us to Gyökeres. Gyökeres. That's, but looking at this game, I'm having much positive that is a new season, new beginning, new era for Amorim. So I'm looking forward for a win against Arsenal. I'm positive and I'm always positive. I know games that we can win and games that we can lose, but this against Arsenal, you can't tell me that it's because Arsenal last season were good, Arsenal this, Arsenal that. We're in this season, new season, and we are going to beat Arsenal. We are going to slay Arsenal 2-1 at Old Trafford. You can see the last 18 years, Arsenal have only won twice at Old Trafford. Back in 2006, and the latest one was in 2020. Last season we drew with them at Old Trafford. It was a tough game for them. Even Arsenal, ask any Arsenal fans, they will tell you it was a tough one at Old Trafford last season. So I'm expecting a win in that game, and also I'm expecting to see Sesko starting, Mbumo Kuno starting, Bruno, Maino, Dogu this season, the pre-season, he was just fantastic. He was just good. I want to see everything, everyone. And the players that won't be available, Amorim didn't confirm his press conference that Mazrui and Alessandro Martinez won't be available. But Andre Onana, Joshua Zaxi, they will be available against Arsenal on Sunday. Probably we must see Andre Onana starting in that game. Arsenal, probably, but look at this pre-zone, he only played one game. I think it's the first friendly against all Asian All Stars. Tom Hinton and Altai took over the prison game until the last one against Fiorentina at Old Trafford. So it's a 50-50 thing, but we'll see Androna starting in the preseason in the Premier League. He'll start against Arsenal. That's what I know because I'm going to want to start his best players. I won't even be shocked if Alte will start. I won't be shocked if Alte will start against Arsenal. And whoever will start, as long as we can see we had a good preseason, we have good players, better players, and the player that this one I want to see much playing is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, you should not get injured this season. Kindly, I'm praying for Luke Shaw. I've been praying for Luke Shaw throughout the preseason. He should not get injured. And this season, he need to start much. Last season, he didn't start after playing the Euros in the preseason. He got injured. I don't know how, but this season I want to see him starting, playing much of a game for us. I want to see Shaw playing. You can see if you have a better Shaw, a form Shaw, you'll get the best out of Luke Shaw. That's just it. So just excited to wait for Sunday and see how things will unfold. So thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.